world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And I was talking a little earlier about the subway crime being up 17%. This was a huge thing. I mean, every New Yorker was feeling like they were not safe in the subway anymore. This harkened back to the old glory days of violent New York crime, the 70s, the 80s, the crack era of the late 80s, early 90s. People were petrified of going on the New York City subway system. And people are petrified now. And they have good reason. We've watched people set on fire, pushed in front of train tracks, shot, stabbed, whatever else you could possibly do to another human being. It's being done there in the New York City subway system. So that stat coming up, and this is in the middle of them crowing about crime itself, overall New York City crime dropping in the past month. I don't know. I know a lot of cops. I know how they reclassify the brass and the mayor's office get together and they reclassify certain violent crimes into nonviolent crimes. And this has been done forever. And it's just to cook the books, to make them look better. Hey, look, crime went down. Ask the average New Yorker. Do they feel that the crime has gone down? Because I will take the buzz going around New York. I will take the word of the people that commute every day, that walk the sidewalks every day, that grab a slice of pizza or what have you. I will take their word over any politician nonsense about how crime is down. It makes them look better. They can't announce that crime is up. It makes them look terrible. So 17% in the subways. And there was a story the other day about a guy, the cops went to a call. It was a domestic call. Apparently a man was in a house with some family members. He had broken a glass. There was yelling and whatnot, and the police were dispatched. When they arrived, this guy came charging at them with a knife, and the cops shot him. He did survive his injuries and was put in the hospital. One of the cops was stabbed, and he was treated for his injuries. And Zoran decided it was a good look, good optic, to go to the hospital and visit the guy that stabbed the cop. And over the past few days, he's been talking about how he doesn't think this guy should be prosecuted. The cuffs should come off of him, is what he's saying, and that this is a mental health issue. How is this supposed to bring crime down when the mayor, who's in charge of the police department in a city, goes around saying, yeah, we're not going to do anything. I'll come visit you in the hospital. I'll bring you a balloon, a little Mylar balloon and get well soon card. And there he was. There he was, bedside, talking to the family, saying no family should go through this. Can you believe he said no family should go through what the family of this guy that charged and stabbed a cop and was then shot and lucky for him not killed. And all Zoran can say is a family shouldn't have to go through that. So that's kind of on the back burner here. It's obvious that communist, anti-cop, anti-law and order Zoran Mamdani, that's what he's going to do. But then the media asked him, what dictates a call where you would send a social worker or anything but a cop what is the criteria there? Because as the reporter asks Mamdani, and Mamdani just fails to explain how they will know when a dispute merits a cop or one of these social workers. A domestic dispute. There was nothing in the call about a weapon, nothing in the call about this guy being dangerous. And under Zoran Mamdani's utopian world, they would have just sent off some social worker. But they sent cops. Thank God this guy came out with a knife, and we know what happened. So let's listen to Mamdani explaining to this reporter the difference between a call that would merit a cop or a social worker. AC5, please.
Can we get a clarification about something, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah. So let's make it really quick, and then we can have to go.
I really need to have a clarification about this. I know that you talk about the fact that the police can respond in these instances if there's a weapon. But in this case, there wasn't a knowledge that there would be a weapon. There was, the charges were that he was breaking glass. And at the last minute when the cops came in, he pulled a knife out in the kitchen. So how do you determine when the police can arrive if the initial call doesn't say he's got a gun, he's got a knife? What do you do? And then if it turns violent, if a person's there without the ability to stop him, what happens?
So I think there's a few things to say here. One is a lot of this is exactly the focus of the conversations that we're having internally in developing out this Department of Community Safety. Additionally, I want to make clear that a person experiencing a mental health episode does not always have to be served first or exclusively by a police officer. It is important for us to have all of the options available, and that's exactly what we're looking at.
He did not answer. What would the criteria be? You're putting people in danger when you send them on a call where a weapon might not be there now, but it's going to be there when they get there, or it might be there when they get there. This is a ridiculous plan that he has, and just another of the long list of ridiculous plans.